Hey everyone, this is Destiny and welcome. If you are new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome again. Today we're going to be talking about factoring companies. Why should you use a factoring company? Should you use them? Why I like to use them? We're going to be talking about that today, but let's get started. What is a factoring company? A factoring company is a company that factors invoices from owner-operators that receive Raycons from a shipper or a broker. So basically, as an owner operator or trucking company, you're going to do work for XYZ brokerage, and you're going to take that Raycon and that BOL and you're going to go to that factoring company, and the factoring company is going to factor that invoice for you and pay you the same day or the next business day for a small percentage. A lot of the times people say, well, factoring companies take too much of my money and I want every little penny. It really is not a lot of money. If you make $100K, you probably only pay $3,000 in factoring, okay? It's not like they're taking all of your money. You're pretty much keeping a lot of your money. So 97%, because the most times a lot of factoring companies, they're pretty much between like 1.75% all the way up to 3%. Now, I don't go over, because there's some factoring companies that's pretty much like 5%. No, I don't go with them. No. So then you have a difference between if you're going to go with a contract factoring company or a no contract factoring company. Now, I want you to make sure that if you're going with a company that you have to sign a contract, I need you to make sure that you actually reading that contract. Make sure that if you want to get out of that contract, there's no fees that's going to be applied to your account. You don't owe them anything. And make sure that you look at how long the contract is. I will always suggest on your first year of trucking, do a no contract brokerage, okay? Do not not brokerage, factoring companies. Factoring companies. Do a no contract with a factoring company. There are tons of factoring companies out here that can work with you. If you need a factoring company, please comment below and I will pretty much give the factoring company your information and they will reach out to you, okay? So, why should you use a factoring company? I like using a factoring company because I don't want to wait for my money. I don't want to wait 30 days or 15 days for my money, okay? Some people can do that. Some people can wait 15 days, 30 days. They choose to do it so, they don't get $30 taken out of their money. Listen, that's a tax. You can file that on your taxes, okay? That's an expense to your business. So I like working with factoring companies. I like a lot of different factoring companies, but there are some that I do not like, okay? I do not like OTR. That's the number one. Their contract, I do not like it. When drivers try to get out of it, they apply fees. They pretty much say that you can't get out. You're supposed to be in this contract for a year. Blah, 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 blah. They pretty much make it really hard for you. This is my personal opinion. You do not have to take it. You can choose to go with them, work with them. I never personally worked with them. I had drivers that worked with them, and I hated it, okay? So a lot of the times I tell people to go with factoring companies that do not have a contract where you can exit at any given time as long as you don't owe them any money. So that's one of the reasons why I like working with factoring companies. And also, I like working with factoring companies because if you do not have a factoring company, how are you going to check the broker's credit? In our other video, and we're going to be talking about broker's credit and what is it? How do you check the broker's credit? So if you don't have a factoring company, you cannot check it. And that's very important because if you go with a brokerage that have a low credit score, and you don't know that, and you don't know how to determine that, and you cannot use DAT. A lot of the times people say, well, you can use the low boy, and if they have a 97 there, that means they have good credit. Wrong. That doesn't mean that. So, I hope this video explained to you why you should use a factoring company. And if you do want to use a factoring company, you just getting started, I will strongly advise you to do a no contract with your factoring company. Find them wherever they at. If you want the ones that I go to, or I use, please comment below. If you're new here, like, subscribe, and comment, and stay tuned. As I always say, if money is your motivation, you have none. Bye-bye.